All right, so for some reason when I'm loading the game, it's stopping the damn it's stopping the recording for some reason. That's fine. I just have to blend it together now. All right, so we'll come over here, this little area, and God damn it, shit can't go right for nothing. Go to the world editor and pull up that object in the asset browser. And then just drag it into your scene. Now go to the object in the inspector window, tell it the collision type to be visible mesh final, and then rebuild collisions. Then when you run into it, it'll be an object that you can run into. Just don't forget, if you move it, to rebuild the collisions each time. Now if you want to actually stick to it, then what you'd have to do is you'd have to flip the normals. You go into edit mode, hit A to select all, mesh, normals, flip, but it's going to put it inside out. That's why I said it's a little tricky doing it that way, but I'll show you what it does when it's flipped. And then inside of here, you see it's inside out now, because it's inside out basically. You can tell the textures to be flipped, or double-sided rather, but it's going to make them dark. But either way, I'll just leave it for now and show you now how the car will stick to that. It'll basically eat the car. It'll basically eat it. Man, I can't aim good, can I? I was nowhere near that box. And we are stuck in that box. Yeah, and you can do some cool stuff with that. You can definitely do some neat stuff with that. But I won't get into all that yet. I'll just leave it at this simple. And I guess if you absolutely want to know how you would do or get around it, you need to duplicate it. And the duplicate, you'd need to make the duplicate you would need to make it collision mesh. The one that's inside out normals. You can go to the face orientation and say, show me face orientation, and red is inside out, so of course you duplicate it and you tell that one not to be inside out by going to edit mode, and you say mesh normals flip, and so you got two. You got one that's that one, and you got that one there, so they're both in the same place. You won't see one because it's collision mesh. You'll name it COLMESH -1, and then the other one you can name whatever you're gonna name it. But to get it to work, you got to have it organized in here in a special way. You got to have go into object mode, and you can turn that off now. You need to add two empty plane axes, and one needs to be called base 0, 0, and the other needs to be called start 0, 1. You'll hold down shift, left click, drag and drop start into base, and then you'll open up base and put both of these into start. So it's like that. And then just for good measure, I'll apply all transforms, and I'll re-export it to the game. Now since it's got a collision mesh now, you don't have to use the visible mesh final anymore. It's going to have its own, so you don't have to do that. So as you can see now, it's corrected. It's not inside out looking, but it will still act as it's inside out since the collision mesh is inside out. Oh yeah, got to turn that off. I forgot. So this is basically using that mesh. Tell it be collision mesh, it's using a collision mesh like we just made. So that's it. That is all there is to say about that. I can't think of nothing else to say. I think that's gonna do it.